But you mentioned about, adapting to the classes that you kind of get in. And I think what you've started to do is reach the audience or your players before they actually get to high school. So you started the BC Raider Elites. Do you want to kind of talk about that and what you're kind of doing for the community?
Yeah. So I started this about 3 years ago, just as a developmental program. I didn't feel like the players that were coming in were receiving, they could be receiving more instruction on how to accomplish a lot of technical things on the field, and especially or particularly with pressure. I don't know, you can set up cones and you can do all the drills you want to, and you can look really good without any pressure, but adding pressure and being able to make good decisions, having that calmness on the ball, that was where I felt like we really needed to grow our players, our incoming players. So that way, when they reach the high school level, they're more technically sound and they're able to deal with the pressure. So that way we can spend a lot more time during training sessions in high school on tactics. I feel like that's where the upper programs of the state, because they have a lot more clubs in the Indy area, in the Fort Wayne area, the reason why they're so strong is they have very technically sound players that know how to play under pressure and maintain possession of the ball. And we just simply didn't have that. We had to work our rears off for everything to get every ounce out of our players to just compete with those upper schools. So the reason why I started the program was so that I could give young players that experience. And I didn't want to just honestly stop with, I knew we were going to benefit as a Harrison program, but I want our area to get better in soccer. I figured, that'll make rivalries that all the better. I wanted to see girls involved with the boys. So there's no gender specific really groups. I intermix everybody. I try to keep age levels, like third grade to fifth grade, and then sixth to eighth. So we don't have a little person getting trampled out there by a bigger person, but it seems to be going really well. And I think, when this thing all started, I had about 30 or 40 trainees. I'm up to, I regularly have 50 in a week, but I have over 100 in my app that register for trainings. So it's really taken off. I put on mini camps throughout the West Lafayette area. And, winter camp, I usually have about 40 to 50 kids. And then my summer camp is typically around 100. So getting really good numbers. And what's great is I get support from the local club and the local rec programs, and we work together. So it's great that we have that sense of community, and we're really bringing soccer together in the area. I think we're working together, and that's what we need to do. So
I think it's really cool because I've always heard from coaches and just seen things where if you develop the technical skills at a young age, that's where a lot of the progress is made. And then you're able to work once you develop physically and you can look at the tactic side of things, and it all kind of comes together. And then once you reach like a certain age, the technical part doesn't come in as quickly necessarily. You can obviously still get better, but I think it's a really cool aspect to this.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that, Noah. I was talking to my wife the other day. I don't know why I haven't done this. But to even advertise what I do, I need to make it mandatory that I take like a 3 to 4 minute clip video of anybody coming in and doing their first session with me. And then after a whole 5 months in the off season, I usually go November through March, and then I shut it down for spring season, summer, and fall. And then I pick back up other than my camps that I do. And the transformation of some of these young players is awesome. It is just awesome to see. And that's why I do this. It's the relationships that I have with the kids at the high school level and the interaction I have with them. And the same goes with these developmental kids. But I mean, I tell you what, there's nothing more rewarding as a coach than to see a player just get so excited about making a play or doing this or that, or to have mom and dad send me an email and say, little Johnny is having the best season ever, and they can't say how much they enjoyed their training with you, Coach Clouse. And that's just what really resonates with me, and that's what makes this all worth it.